Bringing home a puppy is one of life's most exciting moments. But as you look at that tiny bundle of fur, you may find yourself wondering, how big is this little pup going to get? Predicting a dog's adult size is more than just satisfying curiosity. It affects your entire lifestyle with your new companion, what size crate you should buy, how much food to budget for, whether your backyard is large enough, or if your apartment is a suitable match. Knowing your puppy's eventual size helps you plan ahead and prevent surprises down the road. The most common starting point for estimating a puppy's size is to look at breed. Each breed generally falls into one of 5 size groups: toy, small, medium, large, and giant. Toy breeds like Chihuahuas and toy poodles usually top out between 2 and 13 pounds and grow to 6 to 11 inches tall. Small breeds, such as the Bichon Frise or Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, land in the 13 to 22 pound range and grow about 11 to 17 inches. Medium breeds like bulldogs and golden doodles typically weigh between 22 and 55 pounds, with heights of 17 to 25 inches. Large breeds, think German Shepherds or Golden Retrievers, stretch from 55 up to nearly 100 pounds and grow 25 to 27 inches tall. Finally, giant breeds like the Newfoundland, Great Dane, or St. Bernard can exceed 100 pounds and reach 32 inches or more in height. These ranges create the outer fence of what's possible. If you know your dog's breed, you already have a strong idea of where their adult size will fall. Of course, breed ranges are broad, so the next step is to look at the parents. The size of your puppy's mother and father is often the most grounded predictor of where your pup will land within the breed size range. If both parents are on the larger side of the spectrum, you can expect the offspring to lean larger as well. Conversely, if the parents were smaller examples of the breed, the puppies will likely mature smaller too. Parent size is especially helpful in breeds with wide variation, like Labrador Retrievers, where adults can range from 55 pounds to more than 80. Keep in mind that genetics is not perfectly predictable. Litter mates can vary dramatically even with the same parents, but parent size helps narrow your estimate. Another critical tool is understanding growth milestones. Puppies don't grow steadily from birth to adulthood. Their growth is rapid in the first few months, then slows as they approach maturity. By 6 months of age, most dogs have already reached about half their adult weight. Smaller dogs grow and finish sooner. Tiny breeds may reach 95% of their full size by 6 months, while giant breeds may still be at only 50% at that age. For example, if a medium-sized dog weighs 22 pounds at 6 months, and mediums are usually about 2/3 grown at that age, you can estimate the adult weight by dividing 22 by 0.66. That calculation suggests an adult weight around 33 pounds, which is right in the expected medium range. These percentage milestones allow you to cross-check predictions with hard numbers as your puppy grows. There are also simple formulas and online calculators that make estimation even easier. For toy and small breeds, a common rule of thumb is to quadruple the puppy's weight at 8 weeks or double it at 4 months. For medium breeds, multiply the weight at 14 weeks by around 2.5 to 3, or double the weight at 6 months. For large and giant breeds, doubling the weight at 5 months or multiplying by about 1.6 to 1.8 at 6 months gives a reasonable projection. For example, a Great Dane puppy that weighs 60 pounds at 5 months is likely to reach at least 120 pounds as an adult. Online calculators such as YourPaws, CalcViva, or Dogsize.co take your puppy's age, current weight, and breed, then generate a prediction. These calculators are fun and convenient, but remember that they are estimates. Always expect a margin of error, since nutrition, health, and even genetics can shift outcomes. If you've adopted a puppy and the breed is unknown, DNA testing offers an excellent tool to understand growth potential. A simple cheek swab can be sent to a testing company, and within weeks, you'll have a breakdown of your puppy's ancestry. By identifying dominant and recessive breed contributions, you can place your pup into the correct size group and make much more accurate predictions. Mixed breed dogs can surprise owners by taking after a larger grandparent breed or by averaging out somewhere in the middle. While DNA results won't guarantee exact height or weight, they are invaluable for providing a clearer framework than guessing. Several smaller factors also influence adult size. Male dogs are generally larger than females of the same breed, sometimes by as much as 20%. Paw size is a loose indicator. Oversized paws on a puppy often hint at a larger frame to come, though it isn't foolproof. The age at which a puppy is spayed or neutered can also play a role. Early spay or neuter may slightly delay the closing of growth plates, which sometimes allows dogs to grow taller, though leaner. These details won't drastically change your prediction, but they can add nuance when you're narrowing your range. Healthy growth is about balance, not speed. It's tempting to think that feeding more will help a large breed puppy reach their potential faster, but this can actually cause harm. Overfeeding, or supplementing with excess calcium, can lead to skeletal problems like hip dysplasia or joint issues, especially in giant breeds. The goal is to keep puppies lean and growing steadily, with a visible waist and easily felt ribs. Specialized large breed puppy formulas are designed to support this kind of controlled growth. When in doubt, your veterinarian is the best guide for feeding schedules and nutritional adjustments. To refine your estimates even further, it helps to track growth consistently. Weekly weigh-ins using a home scale are simple. Step on with your puppy, then subtract your weight alone. Measuring height at the withers, the ridge between the shoulders, gives another valuable data point. Just have your puppy stand square, place a book across the shoulders, mark the wall, and measure to the floor. Tracking chest girth and neck circumference helps you plan harness and collar purchases and reveals steady progress over time. By plotting your pup's weight against the milestone percentages for their group, you'll quickly spot whether they're on track, ahead, or lagging. The most effective strategy is to combine methods. Start with the breed group, narrow it with parent size, check against growth milestones, run a quick math formula or online calculator, and, if possible, back it all with DNA results. Layer in the modifiers like sex, paw size, and neuter timing, and you'll arrive at a realistic range. Remember, the goal is not to pinpoint an exact number, but to create a range you can confidently plan around. For example, a small breed puppy weighing 4 pounds at 14 weeks is likely to finish around 8 to 10 pounds, well within the toy to small range. A medium-sized Australian Shepherd at 6 months weighing 26 pounds is on track for about 40 pounds at maturity, especially if its parents were between 37 and 44 pounds. Meanwhile, a giant Newfoundland puppy at 5 months weighing 55 pounds is likely to grow into an adult weighing 110 to 125 pounds. These case studies show how combining milestone math, parent size, and group ranges can create a clear, reliable picture. Finally, while these tools are powerful, always remember that puppies are individuals. Growth can accelerate or slow based on health, nutrition, and environment. If your puppy isn't gaining weight as expected, suddenly gains too quickly, or shows signs of discomfort, limping, or fatigue, check in with your veterinarian right away. A professional can identify whether the variation is normal or if it signals an underlying issue. In the end, predicting a puppy's adult size is like putting together pieces of a puzzle. Breed, parents, growth milestones, calculators, and DNA testing all contribute different parts of the picture. The more pieces you gather, the sharper your estimate becomes. Whether your puppy grows into a tiny lap companion or a gentle giant, planning with a solid range ensures you're ready for every stage of their journey. And no matter the final size, the love and companionship your dog brings will be immeasurable.